Hey there, this is Mike Shoemaker again. We're going to move forward now that you have your sort of dummy spreadsheet. We're going to show you what to do with it. Now, it doesn't matter if you're a virtual teacher or a blended teacher or a face-to-face teacher, chances are you're going to get a roster. And that roster is going to have a list of student names and then information about the students. Now, these student names I've made up, so there's no confidentiality issue here. And of course, the data here is all made up as well. But this is what might look like if you got a, say, North Carolina Virtual Schools roster. Of course, the data would be accurate though. So what we're going to do is we're going to select which data you want to have access to. And then we're going to keep that data in your Google contacts. So first of all, we want names. So first names, we certainly want. So let's highlight that. Control C, and let's go back to our dummy spreadsheet and drop it underneath where it says given name, right here where the Testy McTesterson's first name is. So I know that this is where first names go because this is the first name of the student that I made up. That's why we backwards engineered this. So I'm going to hit Control V. Now I'm going to go back to my spreadsheet and I'm going to get the last names. Control C, same thing. We're going to go back, and then we're going to put this on the last names. So I've got first names and I've got last names. Now we've got to put them together. First name space last name, and there's a cool trick to do that, and it's called concatenate. And it's it is an Excel function. Basically what it does is it says we are going to combine what is in this cell, B2, and what's in this cell, D2. Now, the only issue is that you want to put a space between them. So you just go in between, space, parentheses, space, parentheses, comma. Now, don't make that more complicated than it is. The fact is that it's just parentheses with a space in between to let Excel know that that's what you want in between whatever's in those two cells. So now, if you take a look, Christina Chung shows up as Christina space Chung. So now I'm going to grab this and I'm going to drop it all the way down. And now we have our spreadsheet managed. Now there's one more thing that you need though. That's to right click to copy, because right now if you look up in the formula bar it looks like a formula. But we don't want to look like a formula. Instead, we want it to look like the actual name. So we're going to hit paste special, and there it is. That's the actual name showing up. So when you hit paste special and then OK, now you're able to go and mine what other information you needed from your actuals page. So let's keep moving. Under notes, what information might you want from your roster to go into notes? Well, I chose school. So we would take this column, which would be a bunch of school names, not the word data, and we copy that and we drop it in here. Well, as soon as you finish filling this out, and remember, you don't want to change anything that has the asterisk, but what you do want to do is you want to drag it down. So right here, you'll drag these down to here, because what that's doing is it's telling Google that it needs that information. Where you see email addresses, you copy them over from your other side. You see the word work? Well, you want that in your spreadsheet, so you're going to drag that down. Another email address? Well, you want that, so you're going to grab that from your other spreadsheet. And in main, we're going to drag that down. So you're going to fill out your spreadsheet here, and when you do, you'll save it, and then you'll import it into your Google Contacts.